Welcome to the Liberty Minute, all things 77th Sustainment Brigade in 1 minute. I'm Army Staff Sergeant David Klemenko, and we're in Camp Taji, Iraq, and we have a fantastic report for you. Your minute starts now. So I'm here with Captain Kibbe. Captain Kibbe, thank you. Thanks for joining the program. So we're out at a divestment. We're here doing something called CTEF. We're the 77th Sustainment Brigade. Can you put all three of those together? CTEF, 77th Sustainment Brigade, and divestment. What are we doing today?
Yeah, Sergeant Klemenko. So, as you said, first thing is important to identify what is CTEF, and that is the Counter ISIS Train and Equip Fund. And the goal of that program is to provide the Iraqi Army with training, which is done by the Advise and Assist team, and equipment fielding, which is done through the CTEF program to ensure that they have OCIE, weapon systems, and rolling stock, which will enable them to defeat ISIS and create strong borders. But more importantly, the goal of the program is to establish coalition union with the Iraqi Army. And the 77th has an integral role in this. So the divestment is the actual transaction between the United States government and the Iraqi government in which we hand over that equipment, whether it's weapon systems, OCIE, or rolling stock, to ensure that during mission of, hey, we're able to defeat ISIS and create a strong border inside the country of Iraq.
Now, I feel like I might be missing a step here. So we get the supplies, we get the requests, we get the supplies, we divest the supplies, and now they have these supplies and equipment. What if I don't know how to use it? What happens next?
So that's great. That's where the Advise and Assist teams come in, which is a coalition partnership, and it ranges from any team from New Zealand, the Brits, all the way through Sweden, the Spaniards, all of them combined to advise and train the Iraqi troops on the ground utilizing the CTEF-I equipment.
Any shout out you want to do to the family back home?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to my grandfather, who's 88 years old, Korean War vet, retired out of the reserves. He's still at home working hard till this day, so I want to give a shout out to him. And my grandmother, who's 89, who still texts me on a daily basis to make sure I'm all right.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining the program. All right, Liberty Nation, so I'm here with Jaunty. Jaunty's part of the New Zealand task force. So we talked about the divestment. We had Captain Kibbe come on talking about the equipment going to the Iraqi forces. But once they get the equipment, something's got to happen. They've got to learn how to use the equipment. So the New Zealand task force handles that part. And I'm here with Jaunty. And can you tell me, first of all, thank you so much for joining us. So can you tell our folks a little something about what it is that you do once you get the equipment or the Iraqi forces get the equipment?
Yeah, well, it's a simple process. Once the equipment's been given to the Iraqis, what we try and do is let them understand how to use it. So a key part of that is mentoring and enabling them to understand what they need to do with it so they can sustain themselves going into the future.
Awesome, awesome. And so what's it like for you to be able to come out here? How long have you been out here?
I've been about 3 months.
About 3 months. Come out here and train the Iraqi forces on how to use this equipment. Is it fulfilling?
Very fulfilling. Well, first of all, it's hot, but once you get past that, it seems to be quite a breeze. They can be quite motivated and they are quite eager to learn how to use different equipment because they know it's for the benefit of themselves. And more importantly, we try and focus on making sure that the trainers are able to give feedback to themselves and, of course, the audience so they can move forward in a better capacity as well.
Awesome. Now, normally, in a normal Liberty Minute, the last thing I'll ask somebody I interview is if they want to do a shout out to people back home. Now, I'm not assuming the Liberty Minute's going to make its way to New Zealand, although I hope it does. Anything you want to say to your family back home?
No, just g'day to Mum and Dad, and hope all the family's doing well. Obviously, it's not snowing in Iraq as it would be in New Zealand, but we wish you all the best and I can't wait to be back.
Thanks for joining another episode of the Liberty Minute. I'm Army Staff Sergeant David Klemenko.
I'm Captain Jaunty Hoosen, and your minute's up.